What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different than usual. It's not gonna be a haircut tutorial or a review or anything like that. Today's video is gonna be a countdown of the top 10 haircuts that I've done in my career. A recap of some haircuts that I put out during the past 3 years duration of me being licensed as a professional. I just want to say shout out to Sean Cuts Hair. I got this idea from him. Right now, content is very hard to put out as far as barber tutorials and stuff like that because we are not legally allowed to be cutting right now during the shelter-in-place and stay-at-home orders that numerous governors have put into place, as well as the president over the entire country. So like I said, it's gonna be something a little bit different, but I appreciate everybody who's been subscribing to the channel, everybody who's a part of the team. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and just hit that little subscribe button and we'll get to this video.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
So we're gonna get straight to the cuts. I'm gonna be listing these backwards from 10 to 1 in chronological order. So it's gonna be the least best to the very best, in my opinion, 10 to 1. These haircuts have been done over the past 3 years, like I said. So this is just my opinion on what I think is my top 10. So with that being said, everybody's opinions can differ on what they think is the best. So if you don't agree with the order that my top 10 is, let me know down in the comment section how you would rate my haircuts from 10 to 1. So the first haircut we're gonna get to is gonna be a client that I've had for a little bit over a year. This specific picture was the first time I actually cut his hair, and it was pretty dope because he had a huge beard. One of my favorite things to do is to tackle beard work. I really like sculpting and just getting that precision. And on this particular haircut, it was the first time I actually used color enhancement. I used the Topic hair fibers, and I got that edge up super sharp. I got to sculpt the beard how I wanted to, and it may not be the tightest fade. I did a half guard, mid fade with some shear work on the top, and you can just see how everything lays down with the comb over look, and just got them extra crispy with the edge up, and it just came out really dope. When I took this picture, I was using an iPhone 8 Plus, and the quality still came out very well. So this is just a simple basic haircut, but what really stuck out to me was just the beard work. So that's why I throw this in my top 10, because I see very, very precise lines, a very blended haircut, and some very good shear work laying down all that hair to the side with this comb over look. So that'll be the first haircut in my top 10, and we'll go ahead and get on to the next one. So the next haircut is going to be a newer client that I have. I actually started cutting his older brother first, and then he started coming to me when he moved here. So it's always nice when your clients have brothers or cousins or uncles or nephews and what have you, and they can just spread the word that you're a dope barber. And that's a good way for new clients to get into your chair. So it's pretty dope that my client passed on the word and got his little brother to sit in my chair. But this haircut specifically, I put in the number 9 spot because it is a basic, a high bald taper. But the thing that really stuck out to me about this haircut is the beard specifically, and most of all, the texture on the top. He had a lot of hair on top of the head that I was able to work with and really texture the top to get that really croppy, messy look that he was looking for. So we have very precise lines on the beard and on the vertical bar of his edge up. And I just made sure that that blend was super blurry on the high taper. We kept the beard natural, no enhancements, all organic work, and just something to get me out of my comfort zone. I don't really work with a lot of clients with the texture look. A lot of clients are bald fades, waves, stuff like that. So this kind of got me out of my comfort zone and just really challenged me to do something different. And because of that complexity, that's why I threw it in my top 10. So we'll go ahead and get on to the next haircut. And that's gonna be one of my clients I've had now for maybe, I wanna say 8-9 months. Very little client. Every Friday at 6 p.m. he's ready to go, ready to be in the chair, get cut up and get fresh for his week. But I decided to throw this haircut into the top 10 at my number 8 spot, just for the precision that I was able to get with his edge up, and just how blurry the high fade comes out with his hair. He's got really good hair to fade, and every time I do his haircut, it always comes out great, always comes out sharp, just picture perfect. Every time. He's just got that good texture of hair that just makes my job easy. And I just like the way that this picture came out, this haircut came out. I got multiple angles of this haircut that I have on my Instagram because it just popped that much. The edge up, the waves, the high taper. I'm always just completely satisfied with the outcome that I get with this specific client. So shout out to my client for having good hair. But we're gonna go ahead and get onto the number 7 spot, and that's gonna be a client that I got just this year. So the person who recommended this client has been coming to me since I was in school still. Getting those $4 haircuts, just being a guinea pig to help me get better at my craft. So shout out to my client for sticking with me since the school days and just continually referring people to me. But this for the number 7 spot, it stuck out to me because this is one of those haircuts that is completely natural. There's no edge up. It's just a regular bald fade. So for me, this is the number 7 spot because it's extremely difficult for me to make a haircut look finished without an edge up. Me personally, I feel like an edge up makes the haircut. So I always struggle with being satisfied with a just a regular fade, no edge up, no nothing. It killed me to actually do this haircut and not even touch the beard, but he wants the beard completely natural as well. But every time I do his haircut, it always looks good. You know, we style it up and it looks great, and I'm just completely satisfied with his blend. Also the way the hair slicks back on the side and on the top, it always comes out good. And I love how finished the haircut looks, even though it doesn't have an edge up. So a lot of clients are teaching me to make a basic bald fade pop with all of the extra stuff that I have come to learn that is not necessary for every haircut. So shout out to this client for allowing me to learn that through him. So we're going to get onto the number 6 spot. That's going to bring us to our number 6 spot. And this client I have only cut once. He did hit me up for another haircut, but because of this quarantine, won't be able to get to him till all this blows over. But I cut him one time and his hair texture was awesome. It blended easily and I just loved the end product. I didn't take anything off the top. This is all just his natural hair, natural curls that he had on top. So all I did was just basically give him a burst fade. I rounded and edged up the back. Took care of the C-cup and the vertical area, but I kept the front edge up natural. But just the blend, it just came out so buttery. Didn't have a ring light or nothing. That's just natural light from a window. And it amazed me how much this haircut popped from just some natural lighting from a pretty big window inside a business. So with that, I appreciate this client for letting me get down on his hair. He was recommended to me by another client that I have, and I just appreciate all my clients for always shouting me out and just sharing my name with all their friends and family and just helping me build my clientele. I'm just extremely blessed with some great clients, and I really just can't wait to get back to the shop. Going through these pictures just makes me appreciate this career field a lot more. But let's go on and get to the number 5 spot. Now looking at this haircut, you might be thinking to yourself, what's so great about it? It's just another high taper, just another beard. But what's so great to me is the before product of this haircut, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you that right now. So that's the before product right there. One of my coworkers and I collabed on my client and got him a hairpiece. For the longest time, this client had been rocking the completely bald with just the beard only. And when he found out that we wanted to try to do this hairpiece, it was completely down. We did this service for free for my client just as practice, and it came out really well. And so that's why this is my number 5 spot. But as you can see here, you look at the top of the head and you cannot tell at all that he is bald under there. That is just one hair piece that we got and laid it on there. I blended it in with the side hair. He had been growing out his side hair for, I want to say roughly a little over a month. So he had a lot of hair that grew around in a horseshoe area and a bald right here in the middle. So with the hair he grew on the side, it blended in really well with the hairpiece that we put on. And we got his beard taken care of and just got him looking super crispy. He was super feeling himself after we did this hairpiece. And this client specifically is another one of those weekly clients. Every Saturday you could count on him being in the chair. So I really miss all my clients. And if you're watching this video and you're a client of mine, can't wait to get back in the chair. Can't wait to get you guys all taken care of. But we're gonna go ahead and get onto the number 4 cut. Like I said earlier in the video, some of my most favorite haircuts are the beards. I love sculpting beards, edging them up, making them super crispy, getting that precision on the edge of the beard just came out super dope. My client had been growing out his beard for a good little bit before I actually got to go and sculpt it and trim it. So he helped me out with the YouTube video. You gotta go check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a link and click on the link, check out the video, tell me what you think. I really enjoyed doing this haircut right here because it was just an extreme transformation in the beard, going from just really scraggly, just really bushy to just something just really manicured, precise, and just really clean. And since we've been talking about word of mouth, This client actually referred my last client. That's actually his father, the guy we did the hairpiece on. Like I said, if you're really good at what you do and you're consistent and you put out quality every time, people will spread your name and you will build clientele, I guarantee it. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and get on to number 3 haircut, and that's gonna be this client right here. I apologize in advance for the quality of the picture. I did take this specific picture with the 8+, came out kind of pixelated, but you can get the gist of the haircut. You can see most of the details. This is just a box top, flat top, high fade. I threw this in my number 3 position because I just love freeform haircuts. I love freehanding, whether it be afros, flat tops, anything that has some artistic shape to it and it takes a little bit of a detail. I really enjoy doing those types of haircuts. But this is one of my favorite clients. I always enjoy doing this haircut. We always do the high fade and we just keep the vertical bars nice and dark. Cut the front edged up nice and crispy. And for this specific time I cut his hair, we actually freehanded the top, made it super flat on the top as well. Just a really dope haircut to do. Reminds me of like the Kid and Play haircut from a classic old school movie that kind of paved the way for a lot of barbering techniques that we still use today. So just a super dope haircut. It takes a lot of precision to keep your hands steady when you're freehanding and just to have a good eye to make sure that everything is precise and everything is symmetrical, level, and even. So that'll do it for my number 3 haircut. We're gonna go ahead and get into the last 2 haircuts. And I'm just extremely excited to show you all these last 2 because it just shows my diversity and creativity as far as designs go. I really enjoy doing designs, but I don't get to do a lot of designs that often. I do have one client who comes and gets a design like every week and a half. But other than that, a lot of people don't really care to get designs. But the next haircut, I did this specific design for a competition that was on Instagram. Fortunately, didn't win that competition, but the haircut still came out super dope to me. But we'll go ahead and unveil that haircut right now. And this will be my number 2. Somewhat intricate design, a lot of line work and fade work all coming together to create this masterpiece right here. In my eyes, I would love to put this as number 1, but I just couldn't do it. This had to be my number 2 spot. And once you see my number 1, you'll understand why I couldn't make this my number 1. If I never did the haircut that was in my number 1 spot, this would definitely be my number 1 haircut, but I couldn't do it. I just had to take the number 2 spot just for the complexity of the design and just overall how it came out, the blend on the beard, the edge up on the beard, the vertical bar, all the line work on the inside, and just how precise everything came out and how much the design popped with the fading on top and below. It just came out super crispy to me, and I just really enjoyed doing this haircut and just being able to do something different with designs. This one is by far my favorite design that I have done besides my number 1 spot. But shout out to the client in this picture. It's actually my coworker. I'm always thankful for my coworkers being guinea pigs, allow me to do different haircuts on them and just to continue to practice my craft and just try different things out, try new things out. Just always been down for the cause. So without further ado, we're gonna get to the number 1 spot. Drum roll, please. So there's the haircut right there. Number 1 haircut to me. Mullets were really popping off this past year, and I was able to throw the Texas design in there, show some home state love, some home state pride. The barber I actually got this idea from was a barber in San Antonio by the name of Rico Swain. Go follow him on Instagram. I'll leave his IG. But I seen him tackle the haircut, and I thought to myself, I could do that too. So I asked my client if he'd be down to get a Texas design, and he was all for it. One thing about Texans is that we have a lot of pride for our state and where we live at. I want to say we have more pride than any other state in America, and it's just because Texas is great. So this has to go down as my number 1 haircut that I've ever done. It was very difficult to get the Texas state down and to get all the lines correct and make sure the state wasn't lopsided or leaning heavy on one area than the other area. But I was able to pull it off. I was able to do some fade work on top of the state, inside the state. Was able to do some accent fading on the left side of the design. It just came out better than I expected it to come out. And this by far has to be the best haircut I feel that I've ever done. It was pretty cool. Barbershop Connect even shared this picture on IG, and that was just completely humbling to know that my work is being seen like all over the country. So that'll do it for my top 10 haircuts that I've done in my barber career. If you don't agree with the order so I put them, let me know down in the comments what you think and how you think that they should be ordered from 10 to 1. But like I said, this video is something a little bit different, just a video to show you some of my work and just put some content out there for all the subscribers. We're nearing 1,000 subscribers pretty soon. Last time I checked, we're at 929 subscribers. So at 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. I will be giving away the wall metal edition magic clips. So I'll be giving these away right here. Very, very awesome clipper. I did do a review on this clipper as well. I'll put the link up and you can go and check that out as well. Also with the Metal Magic Clips, I will be giving away a Sean Cuts Hair colored card. So I'd lucky winner would get the Metal Magic Clips Sean Cuts Hair colored card. And last but not least, a t-shirt. So this is what it is right here, faded, keep it fresh always. And then it's got my logo on the back side right there. Growing up, I always liked the Dare t-shirts. So this is that Dare vibe going on. Real nostalgic feel to it for all the 90s kids. But like I said, be on the lookout. Share my page, share my content. Let's get to 1K. We're gonna get there pretty fast. I feel like I've grown 107 subscribers in the past month. I think that's the biggest jump I've had since I've had the channel. Just a blessing and extremely humbling to know that so many of y'all vibe with my content. I truly appreciate all my subscribers for locking in and always tuning into my videos. But once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see next, any ideas for any videos I could put out, and also what you thought about all the haircuts that I put in this top 10 video. But that'll do it for the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and until next time, peace.